It is March, and that means we have transitioned from the summertime into the autumn. But today I want to share with you guys 2 summer recipes that are saying goodbye to summer and hello to autumn. We are still currently holding on to the very last few days of summer heat, but really the signs are telling that it is autumn. And so I started out in my garden by harvesting some tomatoes, some basil, as well as some lettuce so that we can use them in our sandwiches that I'll be sharing with you guys. I've got 2 sandwiches for you. So first up, we have our chickpea tuna sandwich, and what I love about the sandwich is that you do not have to cook anything, unless of course you have to cook your chickpeas from scratch. I just got them from a can, so that's why I'm saying you don't have to cook anything. It's perfect for the summer heat. And I am cutting my onion over here as well as some dill. Then I'm going to slice up some celery, dicing it up. I actually added 2 stalks of celery, but I will leave the recipe down by the description box. And then I'm also going to take those freshly picked tomatoes and I'm going to give them a good rinse, and we're going to put them in as part of our sandwich. So over here, I'm going to add about 10 capers, and I'm going to chop them up. If you don't know capers, they kind of taste like they're part of the olives family. So they have that tangy, soury flavor that I love in olives. And then over here, I have 1 can of chickpeas that I'm just going to mash up. You could also put this in a food processor, and I think I should have done that. I would have probably liked that consistency a little bit more like a spread. And then I added in all those ingredients that I chopped, and then I went in with some nutritional yeast and some soy sauce for some saltiness. I also added in some nori sheets. This was a bit difficult to actually break up, but anyway, you just tear it up with your hands because you can't really chop it. And then I'm going in with a lemon. I'm squeezing in half of a lemon here, and it was quite a big one, but not very juicy. And then you also just add salt and pepper according to your taste. Now I'm going to go in with the mayonnaise, about 2 tablespoons or 3, according to how rich you want it, how runny you also want it. And I'm just going to mix that up until I have the consistency that I am looking for. Okay, so we're almost done. So now I just took my whole wheat bread. I'm using whole wheat bread, and I toasted it up, and I'm putting some butter on it, and I am assembling this sandwich. So I'm going to put some lettuce over here, and then my tomatoes, and then I am going to put that chickpea tuna spread on top of it. Look at those little feet. And then I'm going to add some alfalfa, because I forgot, after I sliced it, I forgot that I needed to add alfalfa. So cue in our sprouts. How delicious does that look? Oh, it tasted just as delicious as it looks. Okay, so this is actually a first time doing this, but I've been wanting to do it for a while because I've seen it around. This is an edamame and avocado spread that I saw shared by Rainbow Plant Life. So I have halved the recipe. So I put in the edamame beans, some avocado, cilantro, which we call coriander, some tahini, and now I'm putting in some soy sauce for the saltiness, as well as a garlic and a half clove, 1 garlic and a half clove of garlic, and squeezing through some lemon juice. This is about half of a lemon. It was a big one, but it didn't have a lot of water, and then a lot of juice rather. And then I'm blending all that up in my food processor. I found that because it wasn't a lot, it was just getting stuck to the sides, and of course it was a bit dry, so I decided to add some soy milk to it to make it a bit creamier and less dry, and so that it can actually come together and become a paste. And these are the other ingredients that I'll be using for the spread: lettuce, tomato, spring onion, And this time I'm not forgetting my alfalfa. It's right on over there. So let's get into assembling. Assembling is pretty easy, and I wanted to assemble it in this way this time because I always see creators kind of putting things on both sides of the bread. So yeah, I'm putting in that paste. Something that I also added to my edamame and avocado that I didn't record was sesame oil, like a drop, a quarter of a teaspoon of some sesame oil, and it made all the difference. It tasted so yummy. I actually loved these flavors for something different and something new. And then there I am adding in my sauerkraut, my purple cabbage sauerkraut. And I also wanted to add in some mushrooms because I had some in my fridge. So I just fried up some mushrooms and I added them in, and I definitely love it with the mushroom. But it then means you have to cook. So then, yeah, it's not a no cooking one, which was the whole point. That's what I actually wanted. But nonetheless, it tasted so yum. Definitely recommend adding those mushrooms for more of an umami layer. So yeah, you guys, that is it for this video. Let me know some sandwiches that you guys are excited to try out or will be trying out when it comes to these two, or any other sandwich ideas that you actually love and will be enjoying going into the winter time. Look at that, those colors, gorgeous. That sauerkraut I should have added in my first sandwich as well. So good, so delicious. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.